Circus freaks of the past are more than just legends, but what secrets lie beneath their stories? Be warned, this isn't your ordinary circus tale. And trust me, the surprises just keep coming. Take Joseph Merrick. He was born in 1862, became one of the most famous figures in medical history. Known as the Elephant Man, Joseph was born with severe deformities, his face and body covered in tumors and growths, making him a subject of fascination and pity. His unique condition, now believed to be caused by Proteus syndrome, led him to be exhibited in freak shows across London. However, Joseph's life was far more than just a tragic spectacle. Behind his physical appearance was an intelligent and deeply sensitive man who longed for acceptance. Merrick's story became legendary, and in his final years, he found some solace in the care of Dr. Frederick Treves, who recognized his humanity beyond the physical. Today, his legacy lives on as a powerful symbol of resilience, humanity, and the complexity of how we perceive beauty. Speaking of unique conditions, let's meet someone whose two heads weren't just for show, they both had something to say. Pascal Pon, born in the late 1800s in Mexico, became known as the two-headed Mexican due to a rare condition in which he was born with two distinct heads. Each head was capable of independent thought, speech, and movement, but both were physically connected. His condition made him both a medical marvel and a circus curiosity. Though his life was marked by exploitation, Pascal's story is a testament to the complexity of human existence and the remarkable abilities of those born with extraordinary conditions. His dual-headed nature symbolized the power of individuality and the fight for self-definition. Now, if two heads weren't enough to blow your mind, what about two lives in one body? Enter Chang and Ang, the original Siamese twins. Chang and Ang Bunker, born in 1811 in Siam, now Thailand, were the world's first famous conjoined twins, and their unique condition gave rise to the term Siamese twins. Joined at the chest by a small band of flesh, they led extraordinary lives as sideshow performers, captivating audiences with their remarkable connection. Despite their physical bond, Chang and Ang managed to live independently in many ways. They each married different women, fathered large families, and built successful businesses, defying the odds often stacked against them. Their story is one of resilience, as they overcame the physical limitations of their condition to lead fulfilling lives. Chang and Ang's legacy endures, not for their conjoined state, but for their ability to live life on their own terms. Their lives serve as a powerful reminder that even the most unusual conditions cannot limit the human spirit, and they continue to inspire with their example of perseverance and independence. I hope you're enjoying these fascinating stories. If you are, make sure to hit subscribe for more amazing content. Myrtle Corbin, often known as the four-legged woman, was born with a rare condition that caused her to have four legs. This unique physical trait made her a sideshow sensation, with crowds coming to see the woman with an extra pair of legs. Myrtle's life, however, was far more complex than her appearance would suggest. Despite the public fascination with her condition, Myrtle struggled with the societal implications of being treated as an oddity. Her story is one of resilience, as she navigated the difficult balance of performing for the public while also seeking to live a life beyond the spotlight. Grady Stiles Jr., born in 1937, was known as the Lobster Boy due to his unusual condition, ectrodactyly, which caused his hands and feet to resemble lobster claws. Despite the physical challenges he faced, Grady turned his condition into a career as a sideshow performer. His story, however, was not just about his physical appearance. Grady's life took a dark turn as he became known for his temper and tumultuous personal life. He was infamously involved in a shocking crime, which led to his tragic demise. His life serves as a cautionary tale of fame, notoriety, and the cost of being trapped in a sideshow world that both celebrated and exploited his uniqueness. Annie Jones, born in 1865, became a sensation in the world of sideshow entertainment, known for her full beard, which began growing when she was just 5 years old. Diagnosed with a condition called hirsutism, Annie's unusual facial hair made her a subject of fascination and curiosity for audiences. Discovered by the famous showman P.T. Barnum, she became a celebrated attraction in his American Museum, earning fame as the Bearded Lady. However, Annie was far more than just a sideshow oddity. She was a talented performer, singing and acting in various productions. Her story reflects resilience and the ability to transform what many saw as a flaw into a defining feature that captivated audiences across the world. Annie Jones was able to take control of her narrative, turning her physical appearance into a source of pride and success. Her legacy endures as a testament to her strength and her ability to redefine beauty and success on her own terms. Maurice Tillet, born in 1903, is perhaps best known for his transformation from a regular man to a legendary figure in the world of professional wrestling. Maurice suffered from acromegaly, a disorder that caused his face to become heavily disfigured. His large, square jaw and dramatic facial features earned him the nickname the French Angel. Despite his appearance, Maurice Tillet became a popular figure, rising to prominence in the wrestling world during the 1940s. Beyond his wrestling career, Maurice was also a poet and philosopher. He defied the expectations placed on him by his appearance, proving that true greatness comes from within and is not defined by the way you look. And speaking of strength, our next performer lit cigarettes without hands. Intrigued? Meet Prince Randian, the Snake Man. Prince Randian, born in 1871 in British Guyana, is remembered as the human torso, or the Snake Man, due to his complete lack of limbs. Born without arms or legs, Randian faced unimaginable challenges from birth. Despite his physical limitations, he became a skilled performer, showcasing incredible agility and strength, moving with astonishing speed and grace using only his torso and head. Randian could roll cigarettes, light them, and even shave, all with his mouth. His performances in circuses were legendary, and he became one of the most famous attractions of his time. Randian's life is a testament to the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and redefine what is possible. Zip the Pinhead, born in 1849 as William Henry Johnson, was an American sideshow performer with an extraordinary appearance due to a condition called microcephaly. His small, misshapen head gave him the appearance of a pinhead, which earned him his stage name. Despite his unusual look, Zip was a popular figure in the world of sideshows and circuses, where he entertained audiences with his charismatic personality and wit. Far from being a simple attraction, Zip was known for his intelligence and musical abilities. His life reflects the complexity of human nature and how a unique appearance doesn't define the entirety of a person's capabilities or worth. Jojo, the dog-faced boy, born in 1868 as Fader Ifo, captivated audiences in the late 19th century with his striking appearance. Born with hypertrichosis, a condition that caused excessive hair growth on his face, Jojo's facial features were covered in thick hair, giving him a dog-like appearance. He became a famous attraction in P.T. Barnum's Circus, where his act left crowds both amazed and puzzled. Jojo's life, however, was not only a spectacle of entertainment, but also a tragic story of exploitation. Despite his unusual condition, Jojo was a skilled performer who played the role of an entertainer. Yet his legacy is shaped by the exploitation and objectification of those in the sideshow world. His story serves as a powerful reminder of both the resilience and the challenges faced by performers who were often reduced to mere curiosities. From Jojo's captivating performances to Krao Farini's striking presence, sideshow entertainment often mixed wonder with exploitation. Let's explore Krao's journey and her legacy of resilience. Krao Farini, born in 1876 in Siam, gained international fame as a wild woman exhibit due to her distinctive appearance. Discovered by her husband, Dr. Farini, she was presented in curiosity shows as a woman with the look of a primitive being. Krao was covered in hair from head to toe due to hypertrichosis, giving her a captivating and unique presence. As she performed in circuses and exhibitions, Krao became one of the most famous bearded women of her time. Despite being objectified and exploited, she earned a living through her performances and became an iconic symbol of beauty in a world that often saw her as different. Her legacy endures as a reminder of both the exploitation and the strength of individuals who defined themselves outside society's norms. Francesco Frank Lentini, born in 1889 in Sicily, became known for his extraordinary condition, having 3 legs, 2 sets of genitals, and an extra foot. Despite these unusual traits, he rose to fame as a sideshow performer, leaving audiences astonished by his rare and unique condition. Lentini didn't just survive his circumstances, he thrived, becoming a headliner in carnivals and circuses across the country. He showcased the abilities of his third leg, performing remarkable feats such as jumping rope and kicking soccer balls, proving his physical strength and versatility. His life stands as a testament to defiance against nature's odds, using his condition as a symbol of resilience and endurance. Lentini's legacy continues to inspire, showing that even the most unconventional circumstances can lead to extraordinary accomplishments. Pauline Musters, born in 1876 in the Netherlands, was the world's smallest woman, standing just 23 inches tall. Pauline's small stature was due to a rare condition called hypopituitarism, which stunted her growth. Despite her size, she became an international sensation, touring with various circuses and exhibitions. Pauline's extraordinary appearance captured the fascination of audiences, and she performed with incredible poise and charm. Tragically, she passed away at just 19 years old from pneumonia and meningitis. But her legacy lives on as a symbol of resilience and the ability to shine in a world that often seems focused on physical stature. Julia Pastrana, born in 1834 in Mexico, became known as the Baboon Woman, due to her remarkable condition of hypertrichosis, which covered her face and body in thick hair, along with a condition called gingival hyperplasia that caused her gums and lips to enlarge. Julia's unusual appearance led her to be displayed in freak shows, where she became one of the most tragic and famous figures of the time. Despite being exploited as a curiosity, Julia was a talented singer and dancer with an incredible spirit that defied her circumstances. Her life ended tragically, and after her death, her body was displayed and exploited further. Julia's story remains one of the most heartbreaking examples of the exploitation faced by those with unique physical conditions. From Julia Pastrana's heartbreaking story of exploitation to Eli Bowen's awe-inspiring triumph over adversity, the world of sideshow performers reveals both the challenges and the resilience of those who dared to defy societal expectations. Eli Bowen, born in 1844, was a remarkable individual who defied the expectations placed on him due to his disability. Born without legs, Eli earned the nickname Legless Acrobat and became one of the most famous performers of his time. His acrobatic skills were extraordinary, captivating audiences with his ability to perform flips, cartwheels, and even walk on his hands. Eli's performances were not just about showcasing physical feats, but about overcoming the limitations imposed by his body. His life is a testament to the human spirit's resilience, showing that no challenge is too great when you possess the determination and courage to rise above it. Eli's story serves as an inspiring reminder that strength comes in many forms, and even the most difficult obstacles can be overcome with persistence and willpower. His legacy continues to inspire those who face adversity, proving that anything is possible with the right mindset. Frances O'Connor, though lesser known, was a fascinating figure in the world of sideshow entertainment. She gained attention for her distinctive appearance caused by a condition that gave her an exaggerated and often misunderstood look. While not as widely recognized as other performers, Frances captured the curiosity of her time and became part of a group of individuals who defied societal norms to achieve fame. Her story reflects how many extraordinary people go unnoticed, yet their impact on history is profound. Frances's life serves as a reminder that even those who remain in the shadows often leave a lasting legacy. Her resilience and ability to find acceptance in an often harsh and judgmental world remain a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Though not a household name, Frances O'Connor's contributions to the world of sideshows endure in the history of performance and human uniqueness. Millie and Christine McCoy, born in 1851 in North Carolina, were conjoined twins who became an international sensation. Often called the Carolina Twins, their lives were a mix of admiration and exploitation. Joined at the spine, they shared vital organs but had separate hearts and minds. Despite their challenging condition, they displayed remarkable talent, singing, dancing, and speaking in multiple languages. However, their journey was marked by adversity, including being displayed in freak shows and exploited by their managers. Their strength and resilience left an enduring legacy, and they were eventually able to live independently, defying the odds set against them. George and Willie Muse, born in 1893, were African-American brothers who were tragically kidnapped from their family and sold to a circus where they were marketed as Eco and E, exotic curiosities from a distant land. Born with albinism, their unique appearance became a spectacle, and they were forced to perform under harsh and dehumanizing conditions. Despite being exploited for their looks, the brothers displayed remarkable strength of character throughout their lives, refusing to be defined solely by their appearances. George and Willie's story serves as a haunting reminder of the human cost behind the entertainment industry's spectacles and the dark history of exploitation in the circus world. Their legacy stands as a testament to resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. Fanny Mills, born in 1865, became widely known as the Big-Footed Woman due to her unusually large feet. Drawn to her distinctive physical trait, the circus world showcased her as a curiosity, turning her into a spectacle for audiences. While often presented as a freak, Fanny's life was filled with complexities far beyond her appearance. Despite the constant attention her large feet attracted, she was a woman of remarkable strength and resilience, determined to define her identity beyond physical traits. Throughout her life, Fanny faced the challenges of being reduced to a sideshow attraction, yet she refused to let that limit her. Her story serves as a powerful reminder that one's worth and legacy are not defined by appearances, but by the character, courage, and determination that lie within. Fanny's life reminds us that true strength is not just physical, but found in the way one chooses to live and rise above society's limitations. If you think Fanny's story is remarkable, wait till you meet Ella Harper, the Camel Girl, whose unique ability to walk on all fours made her a sensation. Let's dive into her extraordinary journey. Ella Harper, born in 1870, earned the nickname Camel Girl due to her rare condition called genu recurvatum, which caused her knees to bend backward and allowed her to walk on all fours like a camel. Her unique ability made her a sensation in freak shows, captivating audiences with her remarkable physical trait. However, her life was not without hardship, as she was often subjected to public display and exploitation. Despite this, Ella's story is one of empowerment, resilience, and self-determination. She refused to be defined solely as a spectacle and instead showed the world her strength, triumphing over adversity in her own way. Ella Harper's legacy serves as a powerful reminder of the strength it takes to rise above difficult circumstances and embrace one's unique identity. Albert Highland, known for his remarkable ability to contort his face into unimaginable shapes, was born in the 19th century. His skills astonished audiences, as he could twist and stretch his facial muscles in ways that defied the natural limits of human expression. He was both a subject of awe and a reminder of the extraordinary potential of the human body. Yet, despite the fascination with his talent, Albert's life was marred by the exploitation and isolation that often accompanied those who were displayed as freaks in the circus. His legacy is one of exceptional ability, overshadowed by a tragic human story. Lionel, born in Poland in 1890, became famous as the lion-faced man due to his rare condition of hypertrichosis, which caused him to grow a thick mane of hair covering his face and body. Sold to a circus at a young age, Lionel performed as part of the spectacle, captivating audiences with his unique appearance. His story, however, is one of exploitation and hardship, as he was thrust into the public eye and subjected to scrutiny and ridicule. Despite the challenges, Lionel's life also symbolizes the resilience of those who faced such circumstances. Beneath his striking appearance was a man who sought recognition and acceptance beyond his outward form. His legacy as the lion-faced man endures, serving as a reminder of the complexity of human identity and the strength it takes to navigate a world that judges based on appearances. Johnny Eck, born in 1911, was a man who defied the odds in every sense of the word. Born without a lower body, Johnny became famous for his astonishing feats and acrobatic performances that amazed audiences worldwide. Though physically unique, Johnny didn't let his condition define him. He could perform incredible acts such as walking on his hands, flipping, and even swimming, skills that left crowds in awe. He was not just a sideshow attraction, but a true entertainer with a remarkable spirit, dabbling in art, music, and even filmmaking. Johnny Eck starred in the 1932 film Freaks, proving that it's not the body that defines a person, but the heart and the mind within it. Grace McDaniels, born in 1888, earned the nickname Mule-Faced Woman due to facial deformities caused by hemifacial microsomia. Despite the cruel label, she became a successful sideshow performer, capturing the spotlight with her resilience and strength. Her story highlights the harsh realities faced by those who were forced to perform for the entertainment of others while grappling with their own personal challenges. Though she was objectified, Grace's life serves as a powerful reminder that true beauty and worth are not defined by outward appearances. Her legacy continues to inspire, showing the strength it takes to embrace one's individuality and find dignity in the face of adversity. If Grace's story of strength and dignity moved you, Teo Valenzuela's journey will captivate you just as much. Let's explore the life of the heaviest man in the world and the challenges he faced. Teo Valenzuela, born in the early 20th century, became famous for his extraordinary size, ultimately earning the title of the heaviest man in the world. Weighing over 1,000 pounds, Teo's life was a mix of public fascination and personal struggle. His enormous size brought him attention, but it also led to severe health complications, making his day-to-day life a constant challenge. Despite the spectacle surrounding him, Teo's story is one of both tragedy and resilience. It highlights the limits of human endurance and the immense pressure placed on those thrust into the public eye due to their physical differences. Teo's legacy serves as a somber reminder of how society often marginalizes those who don't fit traditional standards of beauty or health. His life reflects the complexities of living in a world that values appearance over humanity. Yet still, his story endures as a powerful testament to the strength of the human spirit. Cuckoo, born in the late 19th century, became known as the Bird Girl due to her striking appearance and unique features, which resembled a bird's beak. Her rare condition led to her being showcased in freak shows as a living curiosity, captivating audiences with her unusual looks. Despite being reduced to a sideshow attraction, Cuckoo was much more than her physical appearance. She demonstrated remarkable intelligence and a deep longing for human connection, traits often overshadowed by the public's fascination with her. Her legacy stands as a testament to the resilience of individuals who were objectified for entertainment, reminding us of their strength and humanity beyond the spectacle. Schlitzie, born in 1901, became one of the most iconic performers in circus history. Known for his dwarfism and distinctive appearance, Schlitzie was often presented as an idiot in the circus sideshows. However, Schlitzie's true nature was far from what he was depicted as. Despite his limited intellectual abilities due to a medical condition, Schlitzie was an extraordinary performer and a symbol of joy and innocence. His appearances in the 1932 film Freaks cemented his place in history, making him a beloved figure in circus lore. Schlitzie's story serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of human life and the misjudgments cast upon those deemed different. Joe Martin Lurel, born in 1904, became known as the Owl Man due to the rare condition that caused him to have facial features resembling those of an owl, with wide eyes and a distinct facial structure. A performer in circus sideshows, Joe's appearance captivated audiences, but his life was marked by the exploitation that many in the circus world faced. Despite his physical differences, Joe was a man of strength and resilience, navigating a world that often saw him as nothing more than a curiosity. His story is one of both tragedy and survival, reflecting the enduring human spirit against the odds. Alice Elizabeth Dougherty, born in 1869, became known as the Werewolf Girl due to the excess hair that grew on her face and body, a condition called hypertrichosis. She was displayed in freak shows across the world, where her appearance sparked both fascination and cruelty. Alice's physical traits were often the focal point of her public life, but she was much more than what society saw. Though subjected to public ridicule and exploitation, Alice's story stands as one of the most heartbreaking, symbolizing the way society often defines individuals by their differences. Despite the harsh treatment, Alice demonstrated remarkable strength, leading a life that was far richer and more complex than the roles forced upon her. Her legacy serves as a poignant reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the importance of looking beyond appearances to truly understand someone's worth. John Jennings, born in the early 20th century, earned the nickname Modern Samson due to his incredible strength and muscular physique. Jennings performed feats of strength that astounded audiences, lifting heavy weights and breaking chains, much like the biblical figure Samson. Despite the admiration he garnered for his abilities, his life was also marked by the physical toll that came with his extraordinary strength. Jennings' story is one of power, but it also serves as a reminder of the price one can pay for fame and recognition, often leading to a life of hardship and struggle. Hunter, known as the Pony Boy, was a young man born with an unusual condition that made his body small and his legs short, giving him the appearance of a miniature pony. He was showcased in freak shows and often paired with horses in performances, where his physical appearance became the centerpiece of his act. While Hunter's body was exploited for entertainment, his inner strength and spirit were undeniable. His story shines a light on the darker side of the circus world, where individuals with unique conditions were reduced to mere spectacles for the public's amusement. Despite the exploitation he faced, Hunter's legacy endures, symbolizing the resilience and adaptability of those who were thrust into the limelight against their will. His life reminds us that even those who are marginalized and objectified can leave an indelible mark, proving that the human spirit cannot be easily diminished. Fedor Ifo, known as Jojo the Dog-Faced Boy, was born with a condition that caused an excessive amount of hair to grow on his face, resembling that of a dog. His unusual appearance led him to be exhibited in freak shows across the world, where he was both feared and admired. Though he lived most of his life as a public curiosity, Jojo's story is more than just one of exploitation. It's a tale of survival and humanity. Despite the ridicule and the challenges, Jojo found ways to live his life beyond the confines of the labels placed upon him, and left behind a legacy that continues to intrigue the world today. Richard's courage may remind you of others who faced extraordinary challenges, like Pip and Flip, the twins of Yucatan. Their story of unity and strength in the face of adversity continues to inspire. Pip and Flip, born in the early 20th century in Yucatan, were conjoined twins known as the Twins of Yucatan due to their unique condition. Joined at the head with two distinct faces but sharing a single body, they became a fascination in freak shows. While their appearance captivated audiences, their story is one of both tragedy and resilience. Despite the challenges they faced, Pip and Flip found a degree of independence and made a lasting impact on the circus world. Their lives proved that even in the face of exploitation, they were able to define their own narrative. Pip and Flip's legacy continues to inspire and remind us of the strength that can emerge from even the most difficult circumstances. The Wild Men were a group of performers in the 19th and 20th centuries who were often described as feral or untamed due to their physical appearance or the way they were raised. These men were frequently displayed as uncivilized savages, but their lives were often far more complicated. Many of the Wild Men were actually individuals with severe physical or mental conditions, and their performances were designed to exaggerate their differences. Their story is one of exploitation, but also a reminder of the human cost behind the spectacle of the circus world, where those who didn't fit societal norms were often placed in the spotlight for entertainment. Bill Dirks, known as the Man with 3 eyes and 2 noses, was a performer born with a rare condition that caused his facial features to develop abnormally. With 3 eyes and 2 noses, Bill was both a medical anomaly and a sideshow sensation. His unique appearance captivated audiences, but his life was far from simple. Often objectified for his condition, Bill's story is one of both tragedy and strength, showing the resilience of an individual who was much more than the sum of his physical differences. The Fat and Skinny Man was a curious sideshow attraction that displayed 2 men, one unusually obese, the other strikingly thin, paired together as a unique oddity. These men, often named by the show's promoters as the Oddity Fat and Skinny Man, were used as an example of nature's extremes. While their appearances were designed to evoke awe and amusement, their stories are a deeper commentary on the ways the circus world exploited people for their differences. The Fat and Skinny Man represents the extremes of human life, where even the most basic of conditions could be transformed into a spectacle. Isaac W. Spragg, known as the Human Skeleton, was a performer whose incredibly thin frame made him a famous sideshow attraction. His body was so emaciated that he was often described as resembling a walking skeleton, which led to his moniker. Displayed for the shock value of his appearance, Isaac's condition was likely due to extreme malnutrition or a medical condition that affected his growth. Despite the public fascination with his physicality, Isaac's life was one of struggle, as he faced both physical and emotional challenges. His story is one of survival, highlighting the human spirit's ability to endure even in the face of exploitation. Lavery Valley, also known as Charmian, was a performer who became famous for her unusual physical traits, which included a distinctive body shape that set her apart from others. Displayed in freak shows as a charming anomaly, she captivated audiences with her unique appearance. Yet beneath her persona as a spectacle, Lavery's life was marked by the difficulties of being treated as a curiosity. Charmian's legacy, much like many other circus performers, is a mix of beauty, tragedy, and strength, representing both the allure and the exploitation of the circus world. Stanley Kubri was another extraordinary figure who became famous for his unusual appearance. Little is known about his early life, but his time in the circus world cemented his place in the annals of freak show history. Stanley's striking features made him a sideshow sensation, drawing crowds who marveled at his differences. Though the specifics of his condition remain unclear, His legacy as a performer serves as a reminder of the often mysterious and tragic lives of those who were thrust into the limelight as curiosities. Despite being objectified, Stanley's life sheds light on the resilience of individuals who navigated the pressures of public fascination. His story remains an important part of circus history, symbolizing the complexity of those who lived in the shadows of entertainment. Daisy and Violet Hilton, born in 1908, were two of the most famous conjoined twins in history. Sharing a single torso but possessing separate hearts, lungs, and other vital organs, they were born into a life of hardship. Exploited as performers from a young age, the Hilton sisters became international stars in vaudeville shows, showcasing their musical talents. They even starred in the 1932 cult classic Freaks. Their story, however, was one of both triumph and tragedy. As they grew older, Daisy and Violet sought to break free from the control of their exploitative guardians, eventually suing for their freedom and regaining control of their lives. Their story remains one of perseverance and independence against all odds. From their fight for freedom, we now move to Pablo Noel, another unique performer who, like the Hiltons, faced both public fascination and personal challenges. Pablo Noel was a distinctive figure in the world of freak shows, renowned for his extraordinary and unusual physical features. Though little is known about his early life, he became a sensation due to his striking appearance, which captivated audiences at circuses and sideshows. His performances drew large crowds eager to witness his remarkable condition. While the exact nature of his condition remains a mystery, his life underscores how individuals with rare conditions were often showcased for public fascination, sometimes in a way that exploited them. Despite this, Pablo's story also serves as a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit, as he navigated a world that both marveled at and sometimes misunderstood his uniqueness. His legacy endures as a symbol of how those who are different can leave an indelible mark even in the face of adversity. Eric Sprague, widely known as the Lizard Man, is a modern sideshow performer who gained recognition for his extreme body modifications. In the early 2000s, he underwent a series of radical procedures to alter his appearance, including tattooing his body green to resemble scales, surgically splitting his tongue to give it a fork shape, and filing his teeth to sharp points. These transformations turned him into a living spectacle, and his performances, which highlight his modified body, have solidified his place in the contemporary sideshow and freak show world. By embracing his unique appearance, Lizard Man challenges traditional ideas of beauty and human form, proudly celebrating his individuality and the strength it takes to live outside societal norms. His legacy continues to inspire those who reject conventional standards and redefine what it means to be truly unique. Priscilla Lawther, often referred to as the Monkey Girl, was a sideshow performer in the early 20th century. Born in the late 19th century, Priscilla had a rare condition known as hypertrichosis, which caused excessive hair growth on her face and body. Her appearance, with a thick layer of facial hair, led to her being dubbed the Monkey Girl by the public. Despite the stigma and curiosity surrounding her, Priscilla embraced her role in the circus sideshow world, performing under the management of prominent showmen. She became a popular attraction, drawing large crowds who were fascinated by her unusual appearance. Over time, Priscilla Lawther's performances gained recognition, not just for her physical features, but for her personality and resilience in facing societal judgment. She continued her career in various sideshows, maintaining her place in the circus circuit until her later years, contributing to the legacy of human curiosities in circus history. Jean-Jacques Libera and Jacques Libera, known as the Siamese twins, were conjoined twins who became famous in the 19th century for their unique and captivating condition. Born in France, the brothers were joined at the chest, sharing a single heart and other vital organs. Despite their physical challenges, the Libera brothers led relatively active lives and gained attention for their extraordinary bond. They began performing in circuses and sideshows, where their remarkable confluence of bodies fascinated and astonished audiences. Their act often showcased their ability to move in tandem, highlighting the rare and rarefied connection they shared. Unlike other conjoined twins who faced health complications, Jean-Jacques and Jacques were known for their remarkable physical coordination and relatively good health. The brothers toured extensively, achieving fame across Europe and North America, becoming symbols of curiosity and endurance. Their legacy lives on as a notable example of conjoined twins in circus and sideshow history. Ella Ewing, known as the Missouri Giantess, was an American woman who gained fame in the late 19th century for her extraordinary height. Born in 1872 in Missouri, Ella grew at an alarming rate from a young age, eventually reaching a height of 8 feet 4 inches, 254 meters, making her one of the tallest women in history. Her gigantism was caused by a tumor in her pituitary gland, which resulted in excessive growth hormone production. Ella's towering height drew the attention of circuses and sideshows, where she became a popular attraction. She was often billed as the Missouri Giantess and toured with the Barnum and Bailey Circus, where her incredible stature amazed audiences. Despite her fame, Ella faced many health challenges related to her size. After retiring from the circus, she lived a relatively quiet life, passing away in 1913 at the age of 41. Ella's legacy remains as one of the most well-known giant women in history. From towering height to remarkable smallness, we now turn to Prince Paul, a man whose stature couldn't compare but had a presence all his own. Prince Paul, known as the smallest man in the world, was a circus performer born in 1893 in the United States. He gained fame for his extraordinarily small stature, standing at just 2 feet 1 inch, 80 centimeters tall. Despite his small size, Prince Paul had a large presence, captivating audiences with his charm and engaging personality. He was diagnosed with a form of dwarfism called achondroplasia, a genetic disorder that affects bone growth, resulting in a significantly shorter height. Prince Paul toured with various circuses and sideshows where he was showcased as the smallest man to an amazed public. His diminutive size was often a source of fascination and wonder, and he was known for his sharp wit and ability to interact with audiences. After retiring from the circus, Prince Paul lived a relatively private life. He passed away in 1933, but his legacy as one of the most famous diminutive performers in the circus world remains. Edward Mordrake, born in the 19th century in England, is famous for a bizarre condition in which he had a fully formed second face on the back of his head. This face, though lifeless, had eyes, a mouth, and a nose, but did not function. It was said to grin and whisper to him, causing him immense psychological distress. Mordrake's condition is believed to have been craniopagus parasiticus, a rare deformity where a conjoined twin remains attached to the head. The second face, which he described as evil, reportedly tormented him throughout his life. Unable to cope with the constant whispers, Mordrake tragically took his own life at the age of 23, seeking relief from the torment. His story remains one of the most haunting in the history of medical anomalies. Wang, the human unicorn, born in China in the early 20th century, gained fame due to his unique condition that resulted in a horn-like growth on his forehead. This growth, which resembled the horn of a unicorn, made him a spectacle in freak shows during his time. Wang was often billed as a living unicorn, and his appearance intrigued audiences around the world. His condition was later identified as a type of tumor or growth, though it was never fully understood. Wang's life in the sideshow industry allowed him to travel extensively, but he faced many challenges due to the physical and emotional toll of his deformity. Despite the curiosity surrounding his appearance, his life remained largely mysterious and little is known about his later years. Wong the Human Unicorn remains a captivating example of the rare medical anomalies that were featured in early circus and freak show exhibitions. Before we wrap up, get ready for one last story that will leave you amazed. Mademoiselle Gabrielle, a French woman with macrodactyly enlarged hands and feet, became famous in circus and freak shows in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Known as the Woman with Giant Hands, she captivated audiences with her unusual physical traits. Though her condition made her a sideshow attraction, Gabrielle led a relatively normal life outside of her circus appearances. She remains a notable example of individuals with unique medical conditions showcased in the entertainment world. The stories of these remarkable individuals highlight the strength and resilience behind the spectacles of the circus and freak show world. Though often reduced to curiosities, they were much more: human beings with dreams, personalities, and determination. Their legacies remind us that true value lies not in appearances, but in the character and courage within.